out of BHP UK and strapped to the dyno we have a bike that we've literally done dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of these. It is of course the 690. It's an Enduro R, it is a Euro 5 bike. It has the very common additions that are very much needed on this bike. It's got the an open air filter, and it does have the wings exhaust. However, it does have the fully closed decibel reducer, decibel killer. With that fitted, we can't get our AF4 tube down the exhaust, so we've got a couple of options. One, we can either just drill a hole in the end, or to make it a little bit less restrictive, we're probably just going to grind this off that wings have put on to make it fully closed, so it just becomes a reduced outlet baffle. So it will just restrict the diameter off the end pipe, and it will breathe quite well through that. It is my opinion that on these bikes that the closed end baffles really are an absolute waste of time and a waste of space, and there really is no point in adding an aftermarket exhaust if all you're going to do is stifle all the performance with a closed end baffle. So the 690 Enduro, with these bikes what the owners are always looking for is to smooth out the power delivery, so like below 50% throttle openings, and that's really what we're trying to attain on this bike. You can see here, if you look at the power plot, it's an absolute transformation. We've now got a really smooth parabola. It puts the power down really smooth, and that's all brought about by the amount of fuel that we have to add. On the fuel trace you can see that the stock bike is running at lambda 1 or 14.68 to 1 on the air fuel ratio, and now we've got it running at about 13.2 or 0.9 lambda, and this is really what gives you your throttle response, and this is what smooths out the power delivery and smooths out the power curve. That obviously also translates into a much better torque delivery. You can see from the torque plot here that you now get a much smoother and a much flatter torque delivery. The torque is exactly where you want it. If you look at about 5,000 RPM, there's a gain of about 5 Newton meters of extra torque at the back wheel. That really carries on. At 75%, you can see that between 3 and 7,000 RPM, the power curve is totally transformed, it's totally smoothed out. You can see between 3,000 and 7,000, the graph is a lot smoother and is a really linear power delivery. All the concave shapes in the standard power delivery at 3.5 and 5,000 have been smoothed out and eliminated. There's not really a tangible gain in power gains to be had at maximum output. You know, we started at 62, we finished with 62, but again, between 4 and 6 or 7,000 RPM, it is totally smoothed out and the concave shapes have been removed. This bike is available on our ECU Flasher, so should you not be local to us, you can buy one of these devices, and it allows you to take a read from your engine ECU, send that file to us, and one of our map writers will modify it, taking into account any hardware mods you've made to the bike. Please do hit the like, subscribe and the bell icon. It really does help us out, and it keeps you notified of any new content that we bring into the channel.